Right now, I want to talk about Bill Gates. You know, that autistic supervillain, as the media is trying to portray him, as people generally on the left are trying to make him out to be. They think that Bill Gates wants to be some messianic leader who wants to control the world, who wants to have the final say over healthcare for everybody. It just doesn't add up. There's a simple thing called Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is usually the best. Bill Gates is not after more money. He's not trying to promote Microsoft's stock to rise to the stratosphere. For every dollar that Bill Gates earns today, there's almost zero marginal gain, zero marginal pleasure for him. An individual at that level of wealth, the richest person in the world, essentially next to Jeff Bezos maybe, has to get his pleasure in different ways because he's already conquered that hill. And therefore, his new hill is, I believe, helping humanity. This is why he tries to eliminate malaria. This is why he distributes mosquito nets. This is why he tries to give away solar panels to villages. There are all sorts of wonderful things that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation does, and people, I don't know, out of jealousy, out of fear, are trying to demonize Bill Gates, and it doesn't add up. Is Bill Gates perfect? I don't think so. You know, you can argue that he was a ruthless businessman and that's how he made his money. That's fine. Nevertheless, his software was not stolen. His software has contributed greatly to the world, helping us increase our productivity. And it's absolutely amazing that when people call anybody on the 1% to be demons and thieves, it boggles my mind, because in order to get there, you have to create generally societal good for everybody. Is Elon Musk, or that 0.0001%er who is committing atrocities for society by sending us into space, by developing new technologies? It's completely a false narrative. And I honestly don't understand how Bill Gates is seen as some super villain mastermind sitting there twiddling his fingers like this, excited about how he's going to destroy humanity and society. This is a false narrative that I believe is being pushed by the left, trying to demonize somebody who's trying to do good. And it's tremendously sad to me. It just doesn't hold up. Occam's razor, the simplest explanation is usually the best. What does Bill Gates have to gain by doing this? Why can people not try to do good? Look, I disagree with Gates on Monsanto. With Monsanto, Bill Gates, his intention, I believe, is to develop a seed that will be resistant to drought, that will be resistant to various things, and then disseminate through the world in order to increase food production, in order to increase yield per acre so that we can help save the environment. Now, I disagree with this because you are eliminating the biodiversity, that if you are essentially you are centralizing the risk in this one seed, and if some disease comes that this seed is not prepared for, then seeds all around the world and crop yields will plummet and humanity might starve. This is what I see to be the problem, that this centralized risk is not being taken into account, and that there is value in biodiversity, and we can pay more for a biodiverse crop, and that is in our best interest. So I disagree with him on this point, but I believe that his efforts are to help feed the world and not to destroy it. So can somebody please explain to me why we're demonizing Bill Gates? I've read various news articles from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I've heard an Indian lady speak on the subject. I've heard various people say that they would never take a COVID vaccine if it was developed by Bill Gates. Who do you want it to be developed by? Has polio not been almost entirely eradicated from the world, and there are certain symptoms that polio has that is demonstrable? Have infectious diseases not been toned down dramatically because of vaccines? The efficacy, the fact that they work, is pretty uncontroversial. Yet we continue to demonize Bill Gates. Please, somebody in the comments, please explain why, a logical reason why Bill Gates is the evil villain, Dr. Evil, mastermind. Because Dr. Evil, Bill Gates, he already has his billions of dollars. Leave a comment, subscribe, and peace to everybody out there.